me back to those dark days.
Yeah.
And how you climbed out of that.
Yeah, man. So I would say, man, I remember Franklin, Massachusetts, Janko Environmental. I remember walking into work and I hear, "Do you love me?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know what that is." Then I go into work, you know what I'm saying, start demoing refrigerators and scanning refrigerators, separating them, and I hear, "Do you love me?" I don't know what that is, right? My coworker my manager comes down on the forklift, Ramon. He says, "Hey, Willie." That's what they call me at the job, man. He's like, "Willie." I fed in with the Mexicans, man. It was just funny, man. We were vibing. And he said, "Phil wants to see you." I said, "Phil wants to see you." He said, "Phil wants to see you." I said, "Which one is it?" He's like, "Phil wants to see you." I said, "I bet." So I go into the office, and before I turn the knob, fam, I hear, "Do you love me?" for the third time. Now, for me, I'm like, I don't know who this is, but you know what I'm saying? I know I was born and raised in the church. So I'm like, well, it's got to be a higher power or something.
Mm-hmm.
Go in there. I say, "Hey, what's going on, Phil?" He turns around. He says, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "I'm doing good, man. Everything good? You need anything?" He said, "No, I just want to let you know, man, the company's going through a rough transition right now. We got to let you go."
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I got a 3-year-old son. My mom's staying with me, and the mother of my kids is with me at this time. I got to go back home, report that news. And, man, I was just tears all the way from Franklin, Massachusetts to Rhode Island. I don't know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. This is why I tell students when I go to speak in schools, I say, how long is your friends? How long is life? You feel me? Because out of all the popularity I had on the football team, the volleyball team, just in the school, only one person picked up the phone out of 3,000 people that I knew, fam. Only one. My man, Gilbert Augusta. Shout out to Gilbert, man, as you watching this, bro. And I said, "Bro, I need a place to stay."
Come on.
My mom ended up going to stay with her friend, and the mother of my kids went to go stay with her mother. I don't got nowhere to stay.
Yeah.
So I had to stay in my 2003 Nissan Maxima. You know,
Yeah, them joints ain't that big.
Yeah, they're not. And I had leather seats, so you already know what it was like when it was cold.
Yeah.
Right?
It's no. I know what it's like when it's hot. It must be the opposite.
Ooh.
Cause dog, down here in Houston it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Leather seats in the heat. Yeah, nah. It don't work.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, man. And so, man, I hit him up like, "Yo, Gil, I need a place to stay." He said, "Well, let me check. Let me see what I got going on. Let me see if my mom will let you stay." And pretty much, man, he gave me that call back. I remember I was eating Little Caesars. I had my last $5, bro, on Little Caesars pizza eating it. And he said, "Yeah, man, my mom said you can stay." I said, "Well, here's the thing. I ain't got no money right now." He said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "What?" Let me stay 6 months free, bro. You know
6 months free.
6 months.
So at that, I mean, yeah, having that place to land, I always tell people, man, when you go through a rough time, having a place to land is so pivotal in you getting to what's next.
Yeah.
It's like, you get shipwrecked, right? You just start reaching for whatever you can to float, to stay afloat. You reach for the nearest piece of driftwood that gets you to the next thing. And if you could just get to land, to shore, solid ground, then you can rebuild. But oftentimes what we do is when we get into those shipwreck moments, we try to rebuild on the driftwood. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't really put nothing substantial when you're living in your Nissan. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to have that 6-month period where you can get your mind right, what's my next move? You're not in you're not in such a desperate situation to where you gotta take anything. You know what I'm saying?